Hi, Shalom, Shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishop, the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learn his truth, 100% according to the Bible. Also want to say Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And Shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere, your children, Shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, is going to be building off of this news that actually took place where you had this woman, so-called black woman, as you can see from the title, it says a shooting outside of PetSmart over not saying thank you. You see, so you ultimately had this so-called black woman delete this other so-called black woman over her basically not telling her thank her. You see, so ultimately we understand that these are the times and the seasons that we are in that, you know, things are getting worse around here in this place, America, and these people are getting worse as well. You see, as it tells us right here, I'm going to grab this precept before I actually get into the video. I'm going to go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It said, "This know also that in the last days, which we are in that time, perilous times shall come," you see. And when you go into that word perilous, it goes into times that are risky, dangerous, and uncertain. And we are definitely living in uncertain times, man. You see. Verse 2, "For men, right, and women shall be lovers of their own selves." And that's all of these people here in this place, America. You see, everybody is self-absorbed, narcissistic. You see, people only care about themselves, man. They don't care about the next person. You see, your life, your business, whatever it is, they don't care about it. You see, as long as it doesn't involve them, people could care less, man. You see, and that's the spirit that these people are in, man. That's why it's so easy for these people to do, you see, the things that they do, man, these acts that these people are committing, man, over things so small and minute, right? But we are living in that time, man, where these people just going to get worse and worse, right? It says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves," right? "Covetous, boasters, proud," right? And these people are definitely proud in this place, man. You see, proud. And we know what the scriptures say in 2 Esdras 8:50, "For many great miseries shall be done unto them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride," man. You see, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy, right? Verse 3, "without natural affection." And that's what I wanted to focus on right there, right? And I actually looked that up, right? That meaning in the AI overview on Google, right? Without natural affection describes, right, a state of feeling of being hard-hearted, right? Lacking the intimate familial love and tender heartedness that is expected between family members and other people, man. You see, and like I said, that all goes back to these people being lovers of selves, man. They only care about themselves. These people don't care about everybody else, man. You see, that's why we ultimately, us hopeful elect brothers and sisters, knowing this time that we're in, you see, we got to be in the spirit. You see, we got to be walking circumspectly, you know, because we are definitely living in some dangerous times, man. And these people got all type of demons and spirits on them. And these people just can't wait to bug out, man. Right? As it tells us right here, I got to grab that precept as well. You see, this is Matthew 24 and verse 12, because this is ultimately what we see happening out here in this place, America, especially, man. Right. And because iniquity, meaning sin upon sin, wickedness, right, shall abound. And it's definitely abounding in this place, America, man. You see, everything in this place is wicked, man. You see, only people that are ultimately trying to be righteous in this society to the best of their abilities are the hopeful, like, men and women of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But the rest of these people, the 2/3 of our people, hey, and these heathens, man, these people are absolutely through, man. Right. So wickedness is abounding strong in this country, man. All type of different things are happening in this place, man. You see, it says the love of many shall wax cold. You go into the word cold in the Greek, it goes into psychos, man. You see, crazy. And that's the spirit that these people are in. That's why it's so easy for people to, you know, do things, you see, that are not smart, man. Because like I said, wisdom is not meeting these people in their thoughts, man. These people are acting strictly off emotions, you see, off of frustration, anger, and all type of other demons that these people have on them, man. You see, so we're only going to continue to see more situations like this occur, man, in this time and season that we are in. And it's only going to get worse, you know, as it tells us right here. Let me grab that too. 2 Esdras chapter 14, right, verse 16. It says, "For yet greater evils," meaning bad times, man, right? Murders, killings, you see all type of other different harsh things. These things are just going to continue to ramp up worldwide, but mainly here in this place, America, Babylon the Great, man. Because like I said, these people are just going to wax worse and worse day by day, man. These people are going to get more demonic. People are going to get more, hard-hearted, you see, and things like that, man, especially with everything that's going on in this economy. You see, you got people being fired left and right, people being, laid off from these jobs, people not being able to, make ends meet. People don't have money. So, I mean, these people just walking around ready to crash out and lose it at any time, man. You see, that's why it's hopeful, elect brothers and sisters. We got to be moving in the spirit of being wise, you see, because these people are not walking around in a wise spirit, man. You see, these people are walking after the carnal, man, right? But I'm going to finish reading 2nd Esdras 14 and 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter, man. And that's the time we living in, man. While these evils and things like this is only going to continue to ramp up and become more prevalent here in the world, man. And, in this place, America, especially because, like I said, ultimately we're at the time of the end, man. And like I said, these people just going to continue to get worse, right? So I'm going to get straight into the video, so we can basically, listen to what it is that happened. But yeah, man, these are the times that we're living in, brothers and sisters, So before I start the video, I'm going to say fair use. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes only. Fair use.
An arrest affidavit says a woman was shot and killed outside a Dallas PetSmart after getting upset at a woman for not saying thank you.
Court documents say the victim, Cecilia Simpson, was shot several times after the dispute escalated into a parking lot fight. Peyton Yeager has more on the story tonight.
The family of 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson sent Fox 4 News these photos of the Duncanville mother of two. Friends and old classmates from Duncanville ISD also mourning the loss. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Simpson was shot and killed after becoming upset because a woman she held the door open for didn't say thank you. The argument started at the store Five Below Tuesday and then spilled over to the PetSmart in the same South Oak Cliff shopping center off Wheatland Road. Investigators say 22-year-old Kiana Hampton followed Simpson and her daughter into the PetSmart. Employees there asked them to leave.
The screaming first caught my attention.
Fox 4 spoke to a 27-year-old ER nurse who walked out of the PetSmart as the two women were arguing in the parking lot.
The lady who was the shooter was still instigating, I guess, an argument or a fight or something. But the mom and daughter tried to, get in their car and, de-escalate the situation. But the lady wasn't having it.
According to the affidavit, Hampton later confirmed to detectives she engaged in the verbal dispute, entering the PetSmart twice and continuing the argument, throwing the drink bottle at Simpson's car when she was about to leave, and engaging in a physical altercation with her. That's when police say Hampton pulled out a gun and shot Simpson 3 times. Multiple nurses rushed to perform CPR, Simpson's daughter by her mom's side, while also on the phone with 911.
If I could just hug that daughter, I just feel so bad for her, and I just want her to know that I did everything I could. Those other people did everything they could.
Right.
Now the suspect, Hampton.
And you brothers and sisters got a gist of what happened from the video. But yeah, like I said, these are the times that we're in, man. That's why, like I said, us brothers and sisters of the hopeful elect, we got to continue to be in the spirit of being wise, you see, and ultimately operating in the spirit. Because, hey, these people out here, they're not in the right spirit, man. Like I said, these people are crashing out over small things, man. You see, things that could ultimately be talked about or things you could walk away from. But like I said, that all goes back to the pride, man. These people are proud. You see, they feel like they got to be right and all of these different type of things, man, So, hey, like I said, things like this is just going to continue to happen more and more, man. Right. So I'm actually grab this precept right here. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. Right. And verse 16. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly. And that's the spirit we got to be in, brothers and sisters, in these times. You see, knowing the people that we're around, knowing how deadly serious the times are that we're in. You see, we got to be circumspect. Right. It says, not as fools. Right. But as wise, right? Why? And this is why verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. That's why we got to be circumspect. Because like I said, we're living in evil times, man. And these people out here are just in that crash out spirit. You see, ready to bug out over any and everything. That's why, as it tells us right here as well, I'm going to grab that. This is Colossians chapter 4. I'm going to read verse 5. It says, walk in wisdom, right? That's us, right? We got to walk in wisdom towards them that are without, right? And who are those that are without? The 2/3 of our people, and as well as these heathens here in Babylon, man, right? We got to walk in wisdom being around these people, man. Because like I said, these people are not thinking logically, man. They're thinking emotionally and, off of the flesh, man. You see, and that ultimately only leads to problems, man. So guess what? We got to walk in wisdom towards these people, man, knowing that they don't have wisdom. You see, knowing that they are ticking time bombs and that these people can, go off at any given moment. We just want to be wise in these times, man. You see, it says redeeming the time, right? Because we're living in very evil times, man. Right? This is verse 6. It says, let your speech be always with grace. See, that's why you got to, speaking to myself first and foremost, we got to talk to people nicely, man. Even if people may say something, out the way to you or aggressive or whatever it may be, because we all go through these things. But with us having that wisdom, you see, we got to allow it to meet us at every thought, as it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 16. Guess what? We're going to just walk away from certain situations. Don't give in to certain things, man, because, things can be avoided. But like I said, people pride kick in and stuff like that. And it ultimately only results to stuff like this, man. You see? Things that could have just been walked away, or avoided altogether, right? So it says, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, right? That ye may know how ye ought to answer every man, you see? And that's what we got to ultimately be in the spirit of doing, you see? Like I said, walking in wisdom towards these people that are without, knowing how to, deal with these people, man. Because like I said, these people don't have wisdom, you see, especially the 2/3 of our own people, man. Jake is absolutely destroyed, man. So guess what? We got to ultimately be in that spirit of being mindful of those things, you see, and ultimately applying these things, man, you see, because like I said, it's only going to continue to get worse around here, especially these people, man. Right. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying, just something quick through the spirit, you see, and I'm actually grab one more precept, right, through the spirit, and then I'll end it. Right. This is St. Matthew chapter 10, right, verse 16. This is the Lord Yahushua speaking red letter. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep. We're those sheep, man. Those docile, harmless animals, us hopeful elect brothers and sisters, in the midst of wolves, right? And who are the wolves? That's these people, man. These people that are ultimately walking without wisdom, right? Be ye therefore wise as serpents, right? We got to be wise operating among these people, man, right? And harmless as doves. You see, we don't want to take matters into our own hands. We want to, just move in the spirit, man, right? So, yeah, to the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.